Today on Let's Celebrate TV Basic Skills Day, it's all about how to chop an onion. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV Basic Skills Day. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today we're going to learn how to chop an onion. Let's get started. An onion. One of the most common things in our kitchens, and no one seems to know how to chop them, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a few ways today. But the first thing you need to do is, how do I get into this onion? It's a great big round thing, and it has two ends. The flower end, where the big green stalks come up, and then there's this kind of hairy end, that's the root end. This is very important. You want to place your onion on the board and hold it steady. And you want to cut it from pole to pole. That is, from the root end to the flower end. Chef's knife, pinch crimp, just like we've learned before. Put that down. Over here, keep your fingers out of the way. Right down. Just like that. And now you have an onion cut in half. A sharp knife makes this very easy. Now you're probably wondering, I always cry when I cut onions. That's because this root end is where all those chemicals are. So cutting it only once with a nice sharp knife will help avoid the crying, or at least make it less so. So what's next? I'm going to show you how to get into this a little more. Flat side down for safety. Root end here, flower end here. We want to take off a little bit of the flower end. Leave the root end intact. Again, pinch grip, straight down, just like that. And we'll discard this. Now we just peel off the layers of the skin. And usually it's the first layer. Depending on the onion, you may need to do maybe 2 or 3 layers, but this is a nice one. Okay, so we've got this all cleaned. We want to dice it. So dicing is kind of tricky, you think, but it isn't really. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a very small dice. And how do we do that? Your knife parallel to the board, like the horizon. Flat hand, straight in. You're going to make a cut. Don't cut all the way through to the root end. Move it up a bit. One more. Depending on the size of the onion, you can do 2 or 3 cuts. Now, we're going to do the other way. We're going to go straight down. Again, we're not cutting through this root end. We're going to go to about there, straight down. You can use your claw grip to help guide your knuckles and get the size of the dice that you want. You may want a little larger, you may want it a little smaller. Take your time. When you get down to here, just keep your fingers out of the way and go straight down. Now we're almost there. Now, the root end is keeping this all together. Claw hand, thumb back here, and look, straight down. Straight down. And you've got these perfectly diced. They're all about the same size. That's what you want. Now, as you practice this, you'll get very fast at it like they are on TV. The chefs. I don't like to show off. So that's a dice. You can make it a little smaller, you can make it a little larger. Pretty simple, huh? So as always, hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell. We'll see you Tuesdays at 7 for our regular episodes and Fridays at 7 for our basic skills. Cheers!